When Sarah decided to get serious about her money, people around her thought she was being cheap. But what they didn't see was how her small, intentional choices gave her more freedom and peace of mind. She didn't stop spending money. She just started spending it smarter. Frugality isn't about denying yourself things you love. It's about making decisions that truly match your values. It's not about saying no to life, but about saying yes to what really matters. Frugal people understand that every dollar spent is a choice, and those choices add up to a life that's simpler, freer, and more meaningful. In this video, we'll dive into 5 surprising things frugal people refuse to do. These habits aren't about being stingy, they're about being smart and intentional. And by the end of this video, you might see frugality in a whole new light. Number 1. They refuse to buy things for status. Emma had always dreamed of driving a shiny new car, the kind that turns heads in the neighborhood. But when she landed her first job and could afford a car loan, she surprised everyone. Instead of buying a brand new car, she chose a used, reliable one. Her friends teased her, but Emma knew something they didn't. Her car was just a way to get from point A to point B. She didn't need it to prove her worth. Frugal people don't spend money to impress others. They understand that buying flashy things for status, like designer clothes, luxury gadgets, or expensive cars, might feel good in the moment, but it doesn't bring lasting happiness. Instead, they focus on what truly matters to them, whether it's building savings, traveling, or simply living with less stress about money. Many people fall into the status trap because of social pressure. Ads, social media, and even friends can make you feel like you're missing out if you don't have the latest trendy items. Frugal people see through this. They ask themselves, do I really need this? Or am I just buying it to look good to others? Instead of spending money on status, frugal people invest in things that add real value to their lives. They'll buy durable shoes instead of trendy ones that fall apart. They'll spend on experiences like a family trip rather than a luxury handbag. The difference? These choices bring long-term joy, not short-lived validation. The lesson is simple. When you stop chasing status, you start finding freedom. Frugal people live by this rule, and it helps them stay focused on their goals instead of someone else's expectations. Number 2. They refuse to chase every discount. Sarah used to spend hours searching for the best deals online, clipping coupons, and running to every sale in town. She thought she was saving money, but at the end of the month, her bank account told a different story. Instead of buying what she needed, she bought whatever was on sale. Her home was full of great deals she barely used. Frugal people don't fall into the discount trap. They know that chasing every sale often leads to buying things you don't really need. Sure, a 50% off tag looks tempting, but what good is it if the item just sits in a closet or takes up space in your garage? Frugal people ask themselves one key question: would I buy this if it wasn't on sale? If the answer is no, they walk away. Another hidden cost of chasing discounts is time and energy. Spending hours hunting for deals or traveling across town for a sale can be exhausting, and time is a resource you can't get back. Frugal people value their time as much as their money, so they focus on buying what's necessary and stick to their budget. Instead of chasing every discount, frugal people prioritize intentional spending. They look for quality over quantity and avoid impulse purchases. By focusing on what truly matters, they save both money and energy, freeing themselves from the clutter and stress of unnecessary bargains. Number 3. They refuse to ignore opportunity costs. John was a freelance graphic designer who took every small job that came his way, thinking more work meant more money. But after months of working long hours for little pay, he realized something: his time was worth more. By focusing on higher-paying clients and upskilling, he made more money while working fewer hours. This is what frugal people understand. They don't ignore opportunity costs. Opportunity cost is the value of what you give up when you choose one option over another. Frugal people weigh this carefully in every decision. For example, instead of spending 2 hours driving to a store just to save $10, they might use that time to work on a skill, relax with family, or even rest. They understand that time, energy, and focus are just as valuable as money. Ignoring opportunity costs often leads to hidden expenses. For example, taking on a second job that pays less but leaves you too tired to perform well at your main job. Spending hours searching for deals when that time could be used for personal growth or earning more. Frugal people think long-term. They ask, what am I really giving up by choosing this? This mindset doesn't just apply to money. It's about living a balanced and fulfilling life. By prioritizing activities and purchases that align with their goals, they avoid wasting their most valuable resources. The takeaway? Frugal living isn't just about saving money. It's about using your time and energy wisely to create a life full of value and purpose. Number 4. They refuse to cut corners on essentials. Maya thought she was being smart by saving money on groceries. She bought the cheapest food she could find, skipped fresh produce, and avoided spending on vitamins. But a year later, she started feeling tired all the time and faced expensive doctor visits. What she thought was saving money ended up costing her even more. This is why frugal people refuse to cut corners on essentials. Frugality isn't about spending as little as possible. It's about spending wisely. Essentials like health, safety, and quality are areas where frugal people don't compromise. They understand that cheap isn't always better, and cutting corners can backfire in the long run. For example, buying cheap shoes that wear out quickly can lead to buying replacements sooner, or even causing foot pain. Skipping regular car maintenance might save money today, but it could mean costly repairs down the road. Avoiding preventative healthcare, like dental checkups, can lead to bigger medical bills later. Frugal people focus on value, not just price. They think about the long-term cost of their choices, not just the immediate savings. For instance, they might spend more on a high-quality mattress because good sleep is essential for health and productivity. They'll invest in durable cookware instead of replacing cheap pots every year. This mindset also extends to emotional well-being. Frugal parents, for example, prioritize spending on their children's education or extracurricular activities because they see it as an investment in their future. The key lesson is that frugality doesn't mean deprivation. It means knowing what's worth your money. By spending wisely on essentials, frugal people avoid unnecessary stress, enjoy better health, and make sure their money supports a life they truly value. Sometimes, spending more upfront is the smartest way to save in the long run. Number 5. They refuse to sacrifice joy for savings. When Olivia started living frugally, she worried she'd have to give up the things that made her happy. But she quickly learned an important lesson. Being frugal doesn't mean cutting out joy. It means finding affordable ways to enjoy life. For frugal people, saving money isn't about deprivation. It's about spending on what truly matters and skipping what doesn't. Frugal people refuse to let saving money steal their happiness. For example, they might skip expensive dinners at fancy restaurants, but still enjoy homemade meals with friends. They avoid costly vacations, but they'll explore local attractions or go camping to create meaningful memories. The key is intentional spending. Frugal people focus their money on experiences and things that bring them lasting joy. They know that happiness doesn't come from constantly chasing expensive pleasures, but from appreciating the simple things. A potluck with friends is often more fun than a pricey night out. A library card can bring endless entertainment without the cost of buying books or streaming subscriptions. A hobby like gardening, painting, or biking can be just as fulfilling as more expensive activities. Frugal living is about balance. People who live this way know that saving every penny isn't worth it if it makes life dull or stressful. They believe money is a tool to support a happy, meaningful life, not the other way around. Frugal people don't sacrifice joy for savings. They find creative ways to enjoy life without overspending. This approach helps them feel rich in experiences, relationships, and satisfaction, even if their bank account isn't overflowing. After all, what's the point of saving money if you're not happy while doing it? When Sarah started her frugal journey, she thought it was just about saving money. But over time, she realized something bigger. Frugality gave her freedom. By cutting out unnecessary spending, she freed herself from debt, stress, and the pressure to keep up with others. Instead of worrying about money, she focused on building the life she truly wanted. Frugality is about living better. This mindset helps them live simply, but richly. The best part? Frugality is a choice anyone can make. Start small, learn to prioritize, and you'll see how living intentionally with your money can lead to a life full of purpose, joy, and freedom. Now, if you want to learn how to achieve financial success, then watch this video next. If you made it to this point in the video, please like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.